The Jurassic film franchise has received several fantastic behind-the-scenes books over the years. All of them discuss the various scripts that were written, a vital part in creating a strong skeleton to support the body of each film. It's a process that can take a lot of time and a lot of drafts to get just right. Their creation is more interesting and complicated than people may realize, making a whole book dedicated to the subject something Jurassic fans have wanted for some time. The original film, adapted from the best-selling novel by Michael Crichton, had perhaps the biggest challenges. Thanks to Insight Editions, a documented history of this process with the final screenplay by David Koepp is finally told in Jurassic Park, the official script book. There is a lot more to this book than simply David Koepp's script. To discover what's beyond the cover, let's break it down. The book features the December 11th, 1992 draft by David Koepp, known as the final continuity script. What sets it apart from a more polished final draft are some beefier descriptions and the inclusion of some alternate dialogue for sequences that director Steven Spielberg would have to choose from. This gives the reader an additional alternate universe for certain scenes. The script also includes some moments that were filmed but cut, such as the reveal of why the Triceratops was only sick every 6 weeks, and not all the time. James Mottram, the author of both Insight Edition's Jurassic visual history books, returns to provide additional content alongside the script. A lengthy introduction details the overall history of the film's screenplays before unveiling Koepp's draft itself. Nearly every spread features an annotated section on the side, containing information that ranges from details exclusively revealed by David Koepp himself, comparisons to earlier drafts, alternate ideas from the previous screenwriters, and other behind-the-scenes intel. Michael Crichton was the first to adapt his own novel into a screenplay, producing a pair of completed drafts. One detail James conjures is how a Crichton draft opened with a scene that would later front Spielberg's film adaptation of the Lost World, Jurassic Park, the Compy attack on the beach. This book is the first official publication to reveal that Rick Carter, the production designer of Jurassic Park, also created his own unique working document draft. He wrote and assembled it during the production's downtime when Steven Spielberg left to film Hook. Jurassic Time created an epic illustrated audio drama version of his take on the film, which includes a unique item most fans would certainly love, a spitter umbrella that squirts water from its mouth. James also had an exclusive conversation with Malia Scotch-Marmo, the penultimate screenwriter brought on board. While she only penned a single draft as well, her ideas were still an important part of the screenwriting process, until Spielberg ultimately chose another direction. Scotch-Marmo even made the vital casting recommendation of Laura Dern as Ellie Sattler. While both Jurassic visual history books were filled with production artwork and other images from the entire franchise, this book is only focused on the first film. Despite the included script being essentially the film that made it to the screen, the pages are filled with seemingly endless concept art, storyboards, and blueprints that cover many iterations. These materials transport the reader into the film's art department during the creative process that helped shape the story just as much as the scripts did. This includes early designs by John Bell for lead characters before the actors were cast, never-before-seen storyboards of the famous main road attack sequence by David Lowery, a pair of slides from the lunchroom scene by Caroline Quinn, and numerous artwork showcasing the emitted river and helicopter attack sequences. Peppered throughout are wonderful stills and other photographs from the film itself. Overall, much of the amazing artwork is not present in the other Insight Editions volumes, or any book. To be completely transparent, I consulted on this book. Being asked by James to join him in the production of this endeavor was a dream come true. I've always been entranced by the many scripts of Jurassic Park, as well as the thousands of artwork that was created before cameras ever rolled. After I read the original Making of Jurassic Park book, I was obsessed with peeking further behind the curtain to see the creative process of how it was all done. Over the years, I collected hard-to-find documents and artwork that would have otherwise been lost in time. Several of these materials, along with my own insights, enhanced this book's content. To be associated with a book like this for my favorite film is something I'll be eternally thankful for. Another fan is given special mention for helping with this book, Astrid Vega. She once ran the Jurassic Park collection until she sadly passed away in 2019. Astrid was a collector of many production materials that she shared with fans for years, and thanks to her, some of those are now showcased in this book. This year's 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park is coming to an end. And what better way to celebrate it than by experiencing every word of the film in this fully illustrated form? Get your copy today.